touchdown pass to the end zone, and Givens couldn't get there. Clemens covering. Give you an idea how rare that would be for Brady or any quarterback wearing the Patriot colors to throw 5 touchdown passes. You go back to 1979, Steve Grogan against the Jets. He had 5. Brady was 2 years old.
Don't say that. I don't.
But he was watching the game.
That's depressing to all of us to think that Tom Brady was born in 1977. That's.
It happens.
Oh man.
3rd and goal. To the end zone, incomplete, intended for Brown. Well covered. So out comes Vinatieri, and you almost knew this. 31-0 if he makes it.
Yeah, you knew that this is the magic number.
And Vinatieri will turn 31 tomorrow. This outstanding kicker from South Dakota State. One of the stars of that Super Bowl year, the snowball, and then that dramatic Super Bowl winning kick.
And yet has not had exactly a star-studded 0-3 here, as he's missed 8 field goals. 7 of them were missed. He had 1 blocked.
24-yard attempt, and it hits the upright. No good.
That's the kind of year that Adam Vinatieri's been having.
That's the most misses he's ever had.
Oh, it's nobody here can understand it. It is so uncharacteristic.
Afternoon, ladies.
Hi. You want to join us?
Me? Yeah, sure.
So what do you do?
I sell paper.
That is so interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
Where will you be when your diarrhea comes back? You should have taken Imodium the first time. It stops diarrhea, often in just 1 dose. Imodium AD.
I'm back.
Don't wait till it's too late.
Mike, Sue.
Yes.
Love and honor. Yep. Sickness, health.
Uh-huh.
Objections? Rings? Do you?
I do.
Do you?
I do.
Kiss? Husband and wife. Next.
Nextel walkie-talkies get it done.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Friendly, nonstop service all across the country. Southwest Airlines, a symbol of freedom. The Chrysler Pacifica, well beyond the SUV. And by Nextel coast-to-coast walkie-talkie. Nextel, done.
Vinatieri, yellow paints the 24-yard attempt, so it remains 28-0. Bledsoe out of the backfield. Hits Sam Gash, and the big fullback to the 23, a gain of 3. Matt Chatham, the tackle.
It's a soft field, but it looks like Vinatieri gets a pretty good plant with his left foot. You see it come down, and he just sweeps it and hooks it to the left. And what's really interesting in my mind here, you have the Patriots. Looks like they've got home field advantage here throughout the playoffs on their way to the Super Bowl, and the Rams may do the same thing over in the NFC did.
Travis Henry breaks a tackle and moves out across the 30 to the 34-yard line and a first down.
And I think of Adam Vinatieri when I think of Rams and Patriots, because you know, he kicks the field goal as time expires, and he is a legend. He has become part of New England folklore. Adam Vinatieri, I'm not sure there's ever been a kicker in a city that was as popular as he was after that kick. And of course the one he made in the playoffs.
That was the
in the snow.
Difficult. To hit one in that condition from, what was it, 49? Henry on first down, grabbed by Bobby Hamilton. Maybe a yard gain. Had he made it, well, it just turned the numbers upside down from the first game to the 16th.
Well, I sense that it'll be a long time before the New England faithful turn on Adam Vinatieri. They want him to end this slump that he's in, but I think he's got a longer, his honeymoon's going to last for a long time here in New England.
He's earned it, hasn't he?
I think he has. But it's a question mark. It's a concern for the Patriots heading into the playoffs.
Bledsoe to the sidelines and overshoots his man Eric Moulds. Tomorrow, Sunday, 60 minutes. Michael Jackson, for the first time since his arrest, will talk to Ed Bradley. You'll see it exclusively tomorrow night on 60 Minutes. Bledsoe now 8 for 23 for a half 100. 25.4 passer rating.
Let's start handing it off.
Bruschi in the defense, eyeing a 3rd and 9. Good protection. And the throw, Josh Reed complete at the New England 47-yard line in front of Asante Samuel, the rookie.
Well, that was actually a well-run route and a very fine throw from Drew Bledsoe, something that we've not seen together very often in this game so far. Look at Reed makes his adjustment, and he realizes how close he is to the sidelines and gets his feet down. That was, well, that's worth a pat on the back because it hasn't happened very often today.
Amazing what good protection will do for a quarterback. That's their longest play of the day, 17 yards. Bledsoe changes his play and then throws incomplete. Clarence Coleman looking for his 6th catch of the year. Let's go to Bonnie.
Well, Dick, for as much as the Bills' offense has struggled, Drew Bledsoe was telling me before the game, this is the favorite offense he says he's ever played. And he said, the thing I like about this is the wide receiver's ability to change quickly depending on what the defense gives us. And last year it worked because we were able to spread the field, get defensive guys off us, and get guys underneath. For various reasons this year, though, that hasn't worked.
There's Kevin Gilbride, the offensive coordinator. He's come under some microscopic examination this year. Good throw as Eric Mold's able to pick that one off. Who was that? Ty Law that was going for the pick. That would have been another 6 points.
Well, again, this is the kind of throw and catch from Bledsoe to Molds that you've come to appreciate. But again, that ball from Drew would have been better served to have been on the other shoulder of Eric Molds. That was thrown back to the inside where Ty Law was so close to making a play on it.
Almost looked as if Law was baiting him, hoping he would go there. 3rd and a yard and a half. And Henry gets the first down and more before Rodney Harrison and company could make the tackle near the 30-yard line. A reminder, folks, Monday on CBS, after 3 months of wedded bliss, what kind of marriage advice does Ray's newlywed brothers share with the family? Don't miss People's Choice nominee Everybody Loves Raymond, Monday on CBS.
Funny show.
You know, the real point to how successful it's been is when other veteran comedians say, there's one show that I won't want to miss. That's like good old-time great writing. Great
writing. You're right. It's all about the writing.
Bledsoe on first down, throws incomplete. A flag is down. Poole covering Coleman, and it's holding in the backfield. The flag indicating the Bills will have to swallow a -10.
Holding. Offense number 65. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Now this is the final game for that gentleman, a storied voice of Buffalo Bills football for 37 seasons. Would have been more, but his radio station changed. The Bills station changed, so he missed 7 years.
Play in the third quarter.
Let's hear his action.
Patriots 28, the Bills nothing. All of the points scored in the first half of the game on touchdown passes by Tom Brady. Out of the shotgun. There's a running play. And breaking a tackle and coming out to the left side, but running out of sideline and pushed out of bounds for about a yard loss is Travis Henry. He was shoved out of bounds by Teddy Bruschi.
Toughest 1 yard loss that Travis Henry's ever had, really. He was nailed right at the line of scrimmage.
And 1960, Van Miller called the very first Buffalo Bills game in the American Football League, and they played the Patriots, the Boston Patriots, in that game. And you know, a guy that has just loved passionately
north and south on that one. Had
His
no
job
chance at all. They should have had him in his tracks when he first got there.
You know, I was fortunate enough to live in a town that had a legendary announcer in Jack Buck, and a community really can form a bond with their radio people.
Bledsoe throws, and it's dropped by Moulds. Well, in the Super Bowl, it was Van Miller describing to the Buffalo audience this infamous moment.
Concentrating, waiting for the snap. Here we go. The Super Bowl will ride on the right foot of Norwood. Puts it down on the way. It's long enough, and it is no good.
Well controlled, knowing the disappointment at Norwood's miss. He obviously cares deeply about the success of Buffalo's teams through the years. Great call. Bledsoe into the flat to Moulds. Gets out of the first tackle and gets to the sidelines out of bounds at about the 36. Rodney Harrison made sure he did get a big gain.
Two different ways to call that field goal. No good or wide right. Al Michaels made the call on television for that game, and Scott Norwood became a part of Buffalo history.
4th down and 16, and Greg Williams has little choice but to go for it with the ball at the 38-yard line. Patriot fans still have some voice, and there's a false start. Marcus Sullivan.
False start. Offense number 74. 5-yard penalty. Remains 4th down.
And back to Van Miller, 37 years. It's interesting, the gentleman who is second in longevity as a radio voice is Gil Santos, the voice of the Patriots.
Wow.
Merrill Reese also has logged 27 years with the Eagles. Troy Brown back as after the false start they decide that 4th and a mile is too much. Their catch at the 17. The Patriots have it again. 3:46 left in the third quarter.
Hey, that thing got a Hemi? You're about to find out. Excuse me. Can I have my order, please?
Dodge Ram with the legendary Hemi. Loved by those who have one, dreamt about by those who don't.
Sweet.
Sometimes all it takes is a switch. So find out if switching to new Levitra is your next move. Ask your doctor if a free sample is right for you. Ask about new Levitra.
Ebert and Roper give Stuck on You 2 thumbs up.
You can do that with 3 hands tied behind our backs.
It's double the fun with Enormous Heart.
She's the girl from China.
2003's funniest comedy. Stuck on You, rated PG-13, now playing.
At Miller, we brew great tasting beer because you can get in line and take what they give you, or you can make your own choice. Miller, good call.
Access NFL.com for live scores and stats. And after the games, AOL members get exclusive NFL.com features only on AOL.
Andy Roddick as the U.S. Open champion.
The U.S. Open on CBS Sports.
I guess I missed the touchdown in that sequence of replay sequence.
Reserve the right to show that every other play in the fourth quarter.
Here comes Antoine Smith, and he steps out at the 23-yard line. All right, so the Patriots with 3:41 remaining in the third and a 4-touchdown lead. Of course, the victory means that they have the home field advantage the rest of the way as AFC Eastern champions. And last playoff appearance, of course, all the way to the Super Bowl. Never gone unbeaten at home. And it's not always a good thing to be the top-seeded player going to the team going to the Super Bowl, trying to get there, and not many make it as the #1 seed.
Especially in the AFC. Check that out.
3 of the last 10 did not.
And only the Broncos won it. And if all the teams that should be afraid to go on the road, it ought to be the Patriots. You know, this is a team that this year, Dick, on the road, won in Philly, won in Denver, they won in Indianapolis, and they won in Miami. And this is a team that wins anywhere they feel like playing.
And unbeaten at home here. As fans, another sellout. Bob Kraft, since taking over the ownership of the Patriots, every game is sellout. Of course, this new Gillette Stadium, one of the ideal places to watch a game. And we've noticed on the road when the Patriots have played, they really carry a big contingent of fans.
Yes, they do.
Remember in Miami, the roar when they won in overtime.
And I'll say this from a selfish standpoint. Mr. Kraft has provided us with a wonderful place to call a game. This is a great booth.
Here's the toss to Kevin Falk, and he's out to the 30-yard line. Well, Kansas City fans there disappointed. They hope that they might win home field advantage as they too are unbeaten at Arrowhead.
But look at the different ways of being unbeaten. The Chiefs are doing it by scoring points and allowing points, and the Patriots are exactly the opposite, a much more conservative and allowing less than 10 points per game at home. Willie and company doing a great job.
Guinness with that interception for a touchdown, the key to the win against the Jets last Saturday night. 2nd and 7. Patriots trying to chew up some clock, down to 1.5 minutes left in the third. Brady will throw, and off the mark to Bethel Johnson. Tonight on CBS, time of lawlessness, and only one hero can tame the wild, wild west. Will Smith, Kevin Kline, Salma Hayek. It's the all-star in Wild, Wild West tonight on CBS.
You know, Tom Brady is back in that pocket, slinging the football. And at one point in time, you start getting a little more conservative in your play calling. As Charlie Weiss says, you know, it's hard to argue with what he's done so far, but there's some important football immediately down the pipe here for the Patriots.
Brady steps away and then fires too tall on the sidelines. Yeah, they're going to get a week off with the bye, both New England and Kansas City. They will host games in the second round. There are the Chiefs. 6 years since they've been in the playoffs. They did have some big wins in Denver, Green Bay, and Baltimore, and perfect at home. They started 9-0, and it looks as if the Patriots will finish 12-0. Ken Walder to punt. And the Kent State kicker to Nate Clements. Ex-Buckeye stands at the 35. Clements, who had that big return in the first half, juggles and holds at the 32-yard line. Timeout. 1:14 left in the third.
Romeo.
Juliet.
I love you.
Ditto. Die! Oh. Marry him.
Never.
No! You!
Better now. No!
Kiss. Nextel walkie-talkies get it done.
Yeah, folks, this is Captain Williams. Normally, you'd be looking at the I-35 corridor on the left side of the aircraft right about now, but we just got word that a blackout knocked out all the power in the area.
Hey, Dad.
We'll try and keep you updated on the situation.
What's that light down there?
I'm not sure.
Why have backups for the backups? Because your money deserves every advantage.
I said, Joe,
think of the family. It's comfortable. It's not too big, not too small. It's got a DVD. End of discussion.
I said, Liz, we need a man's SUV. And this thing tows like a son of a gun, and it's got a Hemi. Done deal.
The all-new Durango. Big size, smooth ride, Hemi power.
And Joe completely understood.
Liz finally saw it my way. Soda?
The all-new Dodge Durango, starting under $26,600.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Fidelity Investments. Stop by your local Fidelity Investor Center today. And by Miller. There's good enough and there's better than it has to be. Miller, good call.
And welcome back to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All smiles here as the Patriots on their way to clinching home field advantage lead at 28-0. Minute and change left in the third, and Bledsoe and the Bills take over at their 33. Give to Henry. Like a face mask initially. He breaks out at that sea of tacklers, and another. Tries the other side and finally runs out of room. But a gallant effort, typical of Henry's play all year. You just don't get him on the first tackle.
Well, and I defy anybody to take a look at that run by Travis Henry and say this is a guy whose team's down 28-0, and I think maybe I'll just go down and see you next year. Admirable, to say the least, Travis Henry's effort.
As a young man in frost-proof Florida, grew up a Bills fan. He liked their uniforms and Thurman Thomas and Jim Kelly.
As a running back, not much to not like about Thurman Thomas.
Following in those big footsteps, Josh Reed. Tyrone Poole makes the immediate hit at the 33-yard line. Final seconds of the third. Monday on CBS, was it self-defense or murder? One agent goes up against Miami's most ruthless attorney. Don't miss Monday's #1 drama. CSI Miami, Monday at 10/9 Central here on CBS. And that is the end of the third quarter, with the New England Patriots leading 28-0. We'll return to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough after this message and a word from your local station.
Rick Pitino leads Louisville into battle against the #1 team in the country, Kentucky. Or UCLA slams into Michigan. Next on CBS.
The King of Queens. Catch it Wednesdays on CBS. It's all here.
This year, the Infinity event of the season is by invitation only. The good news is this is your invitation and your chance to test drive the best selection of new Infinities, like the exhilarating G35 sedan or the highly advanced Infinity FX, the vehicle that puts the sport in sport utility. See your Infinity dealer for attractive lease and APR finance rates. But don't wait too long. The Infinity event of the season ends January 5th.
On page 91, data for the new creamy caramel.
Oh, it's a shake, for goodness sake.
Oh, goodness sake. I got the hippie shake. Yeah, I got the shake. I got the hippie shake. You shake it to the left, shake it to the right. You do the...
I want to work there.
When you get a GMC Yukon, you get much more than you expect. You get more horsepower and more agility than any other full-size SUV. And if you hurry into your GMC dealer today, you'll also get more to choose from. Now get $6,500 cash back on an incredible selection of 2003 Yukon XLs, or get 0% APR for 72 months for qualified buyers. Upgrade to professional grade. See your Houston area Pontiac GMC dealers today. The Texans versus the Colts, Sunday at noon on Channel 11.
Holiday greetings from Foxborough. Third down play. Bledsoe fumbles. Picked up by the Patriots. Teddy Bruschi. He forced the fumble and recovered at the 15-yard line. The Patriots have it again, and Bledsoe has lost his 10th fumble of the season.
Drew just has to believe he's in some type of a nightmare from which he can't escape. He's looking downfield, operating out of the shotgun, never sees Teddy Bruschi coming from behind. And of course, Bruschi's savvy enough to go for the strip, and then ultra savvy enough to just pick it up and take off with it. What an opportunistic player is Ted Bruschi.
Here's a young guy that never played inside at linebacker in his collegiate career and has learned the position, and has he learned it well. From the 14-yard line, Brady's still in there. Anyone besides this announcer wondering why he doesn't come out and give someone else a chance?
No, I think that's a rhetorical question that a lot of us would answer. Yes, we're wondering as well. I would replace Tom Brady. I would take him out. It's in the fourth quarter. We're up by 4 touchdowns. And at the very least, I would make this his last series.
Damon Heward is the backup, the 7th-year quarterback out of the University of Washington.
You escaped calamity once. Why test it again?
Heward hasn't thrown a pass all year, however. Inside the 10-yard line goes Larry Centers. Of course, his brother also an NFL player, Brock, backup at Indianapolis. Well, Dan Marino knows about him. Remember when Marino was hurt, and I think it was Heward who actually was a quarterback when Shula broke the coaching record for most wins. Nice of Dan to give him a chance to.
He signed here in New England as a free agent from the Dolphins.
Third and 5 from inside the 10. And it's Falk. And he makes it to the 6-yard line where Aaron Schobel and company make the stop. Spikes is there too. So is Vinatieri going to come in?
How close are they to the first down? Yeah, they're going to. I think the mere tantalizing thought of having it be 31-0 is just, that might be better than a touchdown at this point for Bill Belichick.
Yeah, you had to scratch that itch a long time ago.
Yeah, isn't that the truth?
Now here it is, and it's straightforward. Another 24-yard attempt. He missed his last one from 24. And he hooks this one, but keeps it inside the upright. It is 31-0. What goes around comes around.
Ice Premium Malt Beverage, reminding you that if you're gonna drink, do whatever it takes to act responsibly.
What's the deal with the LG VX6000 camera phone from Verizon Wireless? It's only $79.99. That's a picture-perfect deal. And now you can also get instant messaging, so you can send and receive messages as easily as you do from your desktop. Get the message? You can even access your buddy list feature, so you know when your friends sign on too. So stop by your Verizon Wireless communication store today and get the phone you want at a price you need to see to believe. Verizon Wireless. We never stop working for you.
Congratulations! You've launched the pink slip virus. Your office is now infected. They'll soon trace it back to you. Good luck finding a new job. Congratulations!
Want to get away? Now you can with Southwest Airlines Internet Specials for just $39 to $99 when you purchase by January 19th, only at Southwest.com.
You are now free to move about the country.
The NFL today.
He's on pace to break an unofficial record held by our David Hasselhoff foot-collector.
You went there to retirement. You were still playing, right?
Dion wants to be the next coach of the Atlanta Falcons.
What?
You announce it.
What?
I have one word. Go.
The NFL today, Sunday on CBS.
Teddy Bruschi, who is an excellent saxophone player. He plays the sax, and he has some sacks. And the last one was a sack, a fumble, and a recovery, and leads to 3 more points. Vinatieri. This one's short. And it's Brown coming up to get it at the 15-yard line.
You know, Dick, you look at this score, if you didn't know better, you'd say one of these teams was headed to the playoffs and one of them was headed home.
New plant location?
San Diego.
San Diego.
The ocean.
The sun.
The people.
A problem.
Problem?
Prices.
Big problem. Solution?
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Good paper.
Best paper.
Pittsburgh paper. Perfect. Pursue the potential Pittsburgh property pronto. Let's eat.
Nextel walkie-talkies get it done.
Let me get this straight. So you want fast heartburn relief, you want something that lasts, and you don't like taking all that prescription strength stuff. Well, this is your lucky day. New Tums Lasting Effects. It's fast, it lasts.
Got athlete's foot? Think fast. Lamisil AT cures athlete's foot with just 1 week's use. If you use Tinactin or Lotrimin AF, you'll be treating for 4 long weeks. But 1 week with Lamisil AT keeps you athlete's foot free for 3 months. There's no better way to cure athlete's foot.
It's true. My husband was brought up by wolves. But, you know, in most ways, he's pretty normal. He likes kicking back and watching a movie with us. Sweetie, it's on the DVD. And, you know, he loves to be outdoors, so we bought a Honda Pilot. And we take it camping almost every weekend. You know, it helps him to reconnect.
The Pilot, built by Honda.
The People's Choice Awards. Vote for your favorites in movies, music, and TV at CBS.com. Charlie Sheen and John Cryer host live CBS Sunday, January 11th.
Yeah, that eye black used by Bledsoe, almost signs of unhappiness. And Brady, as you see the comparison, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Each man fumbled once and lost a fumble, but Bledsoe also picked off on his very first pass. Travis Brown replaces Bledsoe at quarterback, and his first pass is complete. Out to Josh Reed, and a gain of about 9 as the helmet goes flying.
How ironic for Drew Bledsoe that the final game of the season is here in New England, where he's an icon, just a war horse for so many years for the Patriots, and now by far and away the most disappointing season of his career, other than the season where he got knocked out and had to yield the job to Tom Brady. But what just hard to imagine that Drew Bledsoe finishing a season looking as badly as he's looked this year.
Mo Lewis's tackle and hit on Bledsoe changed the whole course of this New England franchise.
Sure did.
And his life, professional life, Bledsoe. Henry straight ahead for a first down. We were there in the old Foxborough Stadium. Bledsoe scrambling, and here comes Mo Lewis.
Oh, it was one of the biggest hits I ever saw a quarterback take, because whatever you think about Drew Bledsoe and whatever you want to judge him by as far as his play, no one in this league has ever questioned that man's toughness.
No, sir.
He is a 10 out of 10 when it comes to being a tough guy playing this game.
Any fault, too tough maybe, because he's always holding on to the ball, hoping he can go long. And what was the comment as the throw goes to Sammy Morris that Greg Williams said to us, we're starving for a long play.
For a big play.
Offside against the Patriots.
Offside. Defense number 90. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Onside is Bonnie Bernstein.
Well, talking about Drew Bledsoe, Dick, he was emphatic when I talked to him before the game about talking about how much respect the Bills have for Greg Williams. He said he stayed by our side the entire season, even when he didn't produce for him. And he said he really admires, without being specific, the whole Reuben Brown situation and the way he's decided to handle it. He said, Tom Donahoe and Ralph Wilson will probably ask my opinion, but business is business, and I really have no idea what's going to happen to him.
Well, that is the big question that'll burn. Pass is thrown through 2 Patriots and caught by Mark Campbell, the tight end. How did that one get through there?
And not only that, Campbell meets Rodney Harrison. And when a guy is down the middle of the field, you know this is going to happen. Rodney Harrison with a whack to the back, but what a job by Campbell of holding on to the football.
And you saw Teddy Bruschi had drifted all the way back, leaping high to try to pick it off. Timeout. Just under 11 to go.
Hey, Deborah. A minivan? What happened? We were going to be famous, travel to Europe, marry a hockey player. I mean, what would all our friends say? And what's up with that hair?
Ellen, you ready?
Oh, never mind. But not about the hair. Oh.
The Odyssey from Honda.
Thanks. Cheers.
Some light beers don't taste like anything. Next time, try a great tasting, less filling Miller Lite. Good call.
It's here! The new AOL disc is here.
Can't believe that it's done.
Hold on. That's AOL 9.0 optimized you've got there.
It's Jerry Stiller.
You've been getting lots of discs, I know, but you gotta give 9.0 a spin. Try it. I'll bet you'll be using an old Snoop Dogg CD to finish that log work.
Now wait just one manizzle.
Satisfaction guaranteed for 90 days or your money back.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by the Honda Odyssey. There are minivans, then there's the Odyssey. Burger King. The Cat in the Hat ornaments are here at Burger King. Collect all 6. And by the all-new AOL 9.0 optimized. Life needs upgrades.
Tom Brady and Antoine Smith commiserating on the sidelines, and victory, apparent victory, and Mark Campbell came off after that big hit from Rodney Harrison. Travis Brown, the former Northern Arizona Lumberjack, throws to Eric Moulds for a short gain down to the 22-yard line. Ty Law makes the tackle. There are 4 backups in there now. Jarvis Green and Ty Warren at tackle for New England. Matt Chatham and Tully Banta-Kane at linebacker, as Belichick giving his reserves some playing time.
Ty Warren there on the right, their #1 draft choice from Texas A&M. And he has just joined this just phenomenal class of rookies with the New England Patriots.
Well, he was the #1 pick they got for Drew Bledsoe from Buffalo. Travis Henry. He fumbled the ball as he picked up the first down, and the Bills lose it again as Matt Chatham recovers. Eugene Wilson appeared to be the man who made the jarring hit. What is it about when it rains?
It pours.
Introducing the technologically advanced Acura TL. You could stop. You just don't want to.
Well, what do we have here?
Now at Burger King, buy a value meal and get one of 6 Cat in the Hat ornaments for just 99 cents.
Who is that handsome creature? Whoopsie!
The new Sonic Air Elite by Philips. With patented sonic technology, its bristle tips move 3 times faster for a deep cleaning experience unlike any other. For whiter teeth and healthier gums, stop brushing. Start Sonic Air.
Epson T001, Canon BC31E.
Shopping for ink and toner in most stores is hit or miss.
HP C9720.
Come on.
A.
At Staples, we stock a huge selection of cartridges, so we guarantee we'll have the one you need. Online or in-store, promise. HP 45.
Bingo.
Your ink and toner in stock. Staples. That was easy.
Tonight, meet the man who tamed the West, Jim West, and the women who helped him.
Lady, I'm a U.S. Marshal. Now what?
Will Smith, Kevin Kline.
Bon voyage.
I love this train.
And Salma Hayek.
Woo!
The blockbuster hit Wild Wild West. CBS tonight.
Now Travis Henry, the top running back for Buffalo, and his hard running leads him to this. Tyrone Poole reaches in and just strips it away.
And I think Greg Williams is going to challenge this. And that's him. He's clearly off the ground when the ball comes loose. And yet Williams goes for a challenge.
62 yards rushing for Henry today. He has been the offense.
During the commercial break, we got a whole lot of good looks at this play, and I don't see anything that would have led the Buffalo people to think that they should challenge this. It is close. Granted, it is close, but we can get to a point where we can see that the ball is out, being stripped by Tyrone Poole. Watch, this is the one that'll tell you. And we're going to be able to freeze it here and show you right there. The ball is coming loose, and Travis Henry is off. He's got an elbow down. He's got an elbow down, but his knee is still.
And Henry disappointed that he may have coughed it up on the 10-yard line. Of course, the hand down does not constitute the player being down. Now, how far up the arm do you go?
The elbow might. The elbow might. The hand certainly keeps a guy alive.
He turns the hand there.
That is a very, very close call if the elbow is going to rule him down. Again, we start with the ruling on the field, which is fumble. So Ron Winter is going to have to see something that definitively tells him that that he's got enough to overturn it. Pretty heads-up play by Poole, though, going after the football.
Played at Georgia's Fort Valley State and was the #1 pick of Carolina back in '95. Poole.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. The ball is loose before the arm or elbow touches the ground. Ball is recovered by New England. First down.
Yeah, it is really close as to when this ball comes out. But right there, even the elbow is not going to save Travis Henry in that situation. And a heads-up play by Tyrone Poole. Boy, you talk to Bill Belichick, he just can't say enough about Tyrone Poole. The addition that he's made to this football team, the way he's allowed Ty Law, because of the strength of his play on one side, to allow Law to stay home on the other. And look who's playing quarterback.
Brady's still in there. You would have thought if a backup quarterback would have come in first, it would have been on the New England side, not Brown for Buffalo. Flag down as Fall carries. And it's a 15-yard face mask.
Personal foul, grasping the face mask. Defense, number 36. 15-yard penalty and a first down.
Lawyer Malloy on the right side of your screen. And Lawyer, to his credit, when he turned around, he grabbed the face mask before he was just grabbing at anything, but he held on, and that's why it was the 15-yard variety.
So first down for the Patriots, and Brady at the 31. Fall. A couple of yards. Well, before the game, the coin toss, the honorary. You see Sergeant First Class David Ainsley, Army's 101st Airborne Division, part of the ceremony. Sergeant Ainsley in October of last year was selected as the non-commissioned officer of the year for the 101st Airborne Division, and he represents all our men and women serving this great country throughout the world, and all our prayers throughout this holiday season as we enjoy our loved ones go out to them and their safe return.
Since they learned to fly, seems that if anything meaningful happened with our military, the 101st Airborne is there.
Brady hands off inside and a gain of maybe a yard. Well, among the sellout here, Robert Kraft there on your left. Enjoy a incredibly fine season. It starts 2-2 and is going to finish a record 12 straight wins and a franchise record 14-2. And Bob Kraft has had pockets that he has gone to and spent richly in providing the fans of New England not only with a great team but a great facility in which to watch the team. These are all chair back seats here, folks. They're not benches. Brady still throwing, complete to Troy Brown, and a first down at the 47-yard line. Coy Wire makes the tackle. Well, there's more football coming up on Wednesday. It's bowl time here on CBS Sports. The Minnesota Golden Gophers and the Ducks of Oregon meet in the Wells Fargo Sun Bowl in El Paso, 2 o'clock Eastern Time, 11 o'clock Pacific Time. Minnesota, Oregon should be a good one in the Sun Bowl.
Well, Damon Huard, the backup to Tom Brady, has at least taken off his coat and buttoned up his chin strap, so he looks like he's going to play some football before this is over.
As we tick down to 7 minutes remaining. And Kevin Falk grabbed by Big Pat Williams.
And I think Huard's going to play right now.
Here comes Huard, and out goes Brady, and to a standing ovation.
And I am so pleased for Tom Brady because I thought he was seriously injured when Lawyer Malloy collapsed his left leg in the first half of this game.
It reminds us of when we were earlier in the year and Ty Law had his leg buckle underneath him. It appeared he might have broken the
You and I both
leg.
Didn't we both think he broke his leg?
That it was over for him.
That was back late September, I think it was.
It was the Jets game.
Yeah, September the 26th.
Third game of the year.
Oh, and does our crack crew going to get this up here this quickly? Here it is. Lawyer Malloy. Look at that.
Oh.
Look at the left knee of Tom Brady fold. And he rolls over and clutches it. And wow. Look at him. He's another day in the park. Life is good.
Old baseball catcher. He knows how to take all those foul balls. A left-handed hitter and was drafted, a fine talent up in the San Francisco Bay Area.
14-2, Dick. That is rarefied air.
Home run. Huard comes out throwing and incomplete. Well, it's more coming for you folks on CBS Sports tomorrow. Here's our doubleheader lineup. Indy, Houston, that big game at Cincinnati for the Bengals. Jets are at Miami, and the second game, Denver at Green Bay, and the return of Brett Favre after a heavy emotional week. And it all starts with NFL Today. Happy New Year to all you guys in New York.
I'm going to be a happy guy to park myself in front of a television and watch Denver at Green Bay.
Yes.
What a great place to close out the season in Green Bay. I don't know what the weather forecast is, but I hope it snows.
As long as you're home in
That's right.
in front of the fire, yeah. Ken Walter's punt, and Clemens lets it roll. Did it go into the end zone? They haven't marked it as a touchback. And just as everything seems to be going wrong for the Bills, it's going right for the Patriots, and they're acting as though it might have touched the Buffalo player. Pearson Prelo was the man down there crawling on the ball.
Now, the indication is it belongs to Buffalo.
I didn't see it touch the Buffalo player. But it's quite an effort to keep it out of the end zone.
Right, but understand that once it's touched by a member of the kicking team, the receiving team can't lose possession of the ball.
It'll come out in Buffalo's hands, and we'll return after this word.
millions of adults with high cholesterol, diet and exercise aren't always enough. But adding Lipitor can help lower your total cholesterol 29 to 45%. Lipitor is not for everyone, including people with liver problems and women who are nursing, pregnant, or may become pregnant. Simple blood tests are needed to check for liver problems. Tell your doctor about other medications you are taking, or if you experience muscle pain or weakness, as they may be a sign of a serious side effect. So take the next step. Ask your doctor if Lipitor is right for you.
Well, 'tis that season. This year, find some joy of your own, as well as special financing at Acura's Joy to the Road, now until January 5th, 2004.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by the all-new 270 horsepower Acura TL, a higher form of performance. And by Viagra. Ask your doctor if Viagra is right for you.
Bills take over on their 2-yard line with 5.5 minutes left. Yeah, the fans are ready to welcome visitors in the playoffs after a bye week next week. Travis Henry stays in the backfield for Buffalo. Travis Brown, the quarterback. Henry. And they're tackling the football as he gets out to the 4-yard line. Now, we're talking about our doubleheader tomorrow, the late game, Denver at Green Bay. And the Broncos have put it together here down the stretch, winning their last 4 games. And, of course, have that excellent running back, Clinton Portis, although he's banged up and may not play tomorrow at Green Bay. Denver has already secured their playoff spot as a wild card.
Yes, they have, but they can work their way up from the 6th to the 5th seed.
Green Bay really needs the win. The throw is to Henry, tackled at the 5-yard line. Swarming defense of the Patriots. Asante Samuel and Matt Chatham collaborate. Again, this New England team at home, so tough to score on. With the way things are going here today, it'll be under 9 points a game allowed by the defense at home.
Bill Belichick, having a flair for the dramatic here, has been systematically substituting guys during the course of the game so they can get a nice hand from this crowd here at Foxborough.
3rd and 7 from the 5-yard line. Brown, the crossing pattern complete. Clarence Coleman, his first catch today, and it's good for a first down. This is Teddy Bruschi, the middle linebacker, the spirit of this team, trying to keep his teammates emotionally involved early on.
I liked when Ted Bruschi told us I'll finish up after this thing.
Brown throws, and what a hit on Josh Reed by Larry Izzo. Izzo getting a chance to play some linebacker. He sure hit like one.
Yes, he did. Look at Bruschi. You know, Ted Bruschi telling us that, you know, the veterans, we've done a good job, I think, of communicating to the younger players on the team that this is just mission 1, the regular season. The second season starts now.
Brown into the flat, incomplete, and that's Tyrone Poole over there to deny Coleman. And a reminder, after our football action, a terrific college basketball game. Louisville and Kentucky, longtime rivals. The Wildcats are #1. And it's Rick Pitino, the former Kentucky coach, bringing Louisville into Rupp Arena. Or some of you will see the Bruins and the Wolverines. That's next here on CBS Sports. 3rd down and 5 for Brown and the Bills. 3:25 left. And the give is to Morris, and Morris finds running room at a first down out to the 25-yard line.
Dick, I'm sorry. I'll never see Larry Izzo without thinking of when he was a rookie with the Miami Dolphins, and Jimmy Johnson in training camp stands in front of the whole team, and he said, not one of you has really made this team for sure, but I'm telling you, one guy has. And he looks at Larry Izzo and he goes, you have made this team because of the way you play on special teams. He singled him out and said, you've made this club.
The throw is to Coleman. It was a free agent out of Rice, Izzo was. And he got to go. He said, you can go call your parents. You've made the Miami Dolphins team.
Yeah. Now, maybe Dan Marino might have thought he made the team that year, but you know, Marino might have thought he made it, but he did single out Larry. Could you imagine being really just a special teams player and having every day you're just clinging on. Every play you make on the practice field, you wonder, is this enough to get me noticed, and can I hang around?
Well, didn't Izzo and Zach Thomas come in the same class?
Sure
they were
did.
Close.
Yep. They were
buddies.
roommates.
Yep.
Lived together.
Brown on second down. Throws a skitter. Looked as if that was trapped. It was. Reed, the receiver, and Izzo was there. Make it Ted Johnson now in there on the coverage. Win your last 12 games of the regular season. The last time the Dolphins in their perfect Super Bowl year. And then the 34 Bears lost the NFL title game. So this is a rare accomplishment by the men in blue, the New England Patriots. And Ty Law comes out to another roaring standing ovation. So happy times here in New England for the regular season, but you can see it's smiles but restrained enthusiasm. A lot of work yet to be done. Sammy Morris on the little swing. He's bumped out of bounds by Izzo.
With a week off because of not having to play next week, I would say that Bill Belichick will probably let his team enjoy this game for, what do you think? One day?
Yeah.
18 hours? I don't know. Which is about 18 minutes longer than he normally does.
Maybe no pats in the back, but maybe a good handshake after this.
Maybe a job well done.
Brown throws, batted around, incomplete. Reed, the intended receiver, Eugene Wilson, broke it up. And back to Greg Williams with the counterpoint to all of the joy for the Patriots. And Greg Williams, will he be back as the head coach? And yesterday saying to us, you know, when he gets a kick out, people say, well, now the season's over. You really can take some time off and relax. He said, yeah, I'll probably cut my hours down to about 80 a week, 80-hour a week. It'll be a much shorter work week.
Well, the first thing Greg Williams is going to do is the players are coming in tomorrow. They'll have their exit physicals. They'll have positional meetings, basically saying goodbye to the coaching staff and you know, preparing for the offseason. But then Greg Williams has got to sit down with Tom Donahoe, the general manager, and Ralph Wilson, the owner of the Buffalo Bills, and he's going to talk about where he sees his team headed in the future. And then Tom Donahoe and Ralph Wilson are going to tell Greg Williams whether or not he's going to be a part of that.
Brown after the first down on the penalty, and it's Coleman for about an 8-yard gain, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go. New England 31-0.
Introducing Bacardi Silver Raz, premium malt beverage. 5% alcohol by volume. All the passion of raspberry. Your night just got more interesting.
You're late. Big line at the toll booth. You know those electronic passes? Yeah. Used to be 1 lane, then 2, now 3. And you don't have one? No.
It's the on-demand world.
Huh?
Electronic pass connects to toll booth. Toll booth connects to bank. Bank to your credit card. You come in here with your laptop, click, click, pay your bill through the air. But you don't get it, so you wait in line.
That means something.
When buying life insurance, the first rule is make sure your life insurance company will outlive you. Life insurance, loans, retirement. AIG. We know money.
Who's Chad Brown? He's a 3-time Pro Bowler, so you gotta ask yourself, what's it like getting hit by a stick of dynamite? No! Stop playing, Chad! Come on, dog.
Michael Jackson, for the first time since his arrest, talks to Ed Bradley, and only Ed Bradley. Sunday on 60 Minutes.
When the kids need money, it's time to go to work.
Where am I supposed to get a job?
A lot of kids your age make money.
Doing what?
Would it kill you to win Wimbledon?
Still standing at a special time Monday.
And so the end of a year, and we look forward to a happy new year, and to Debbie and your girls a happy new year. There were some highs and lows this season, and we wish for all of our friends a healthy 2004.
We're lucky guys, aren't we?
Are we indeed.
And Barbara and the family back in beautiful La Jolla.
You get paid to do this. You know, that's amazing.
We're at the 50-yard line, and we didn't even have to pay for the seats.
Unbelievable. So Buffalo at least trying to escape the bagel, looking for a late touchdown. Oh, Brown hit from the blind side as Gerard Cherry getting to see some duty, and some of these reserves running rampant on defense for New England.
Oh, and that'll leave a mark. Travis Brown didn't even sense this.
Oh, stepped right into it.
He did. He turned. It looked like he might have seen it at the last minute, but he didn't. He never caught sight of Cherry coming off his left shoulder, and that's a big whack.
Like walking into a right cross. 3rd down and 8. They give this to Morris, and he is covered by a trio of Patriots. Reminder tonight on CBS Saturday Night Special, the movie is Wild Wild West, most enjoyable, followed by The District. So stay with us. In a basketball, Kentucky and Louisville or Michigan UCLA to follow our NFL season finale from Foxborough. Less than a minute to go. Brown down the middle, caught by Campbell. He's made a couple of catches and right into the teeth of the defense. But that's good enough for another first down, and the Bills will hustle and try to get into the end zone. We'll talk about painful production. Campbell.
Oh, he has paid a price.
He was the tight end for Brady at Michigan. Brown down the middle again, caught by Moore, and he's to the 1-yard line. Dave Moore, the veteran from Pittsburgh. Clock running and 18 seconds, and a timeout will be called as Buffalo trying to get at least a score.
With Rich Eisen, only on the NFL Network.
Well, this impressive win by the New England Patriots settles the first-round buys and home field advantage, but lots to be decided on the wild card side, and that all will come into play tomorrow. So stay with us for the CBS doubleheader of action. It begins at 12 noon Eastern with NFL Today. So here's Buffalo down on the 1-yard line, trying to get a score with 17 seconds to go. A timeout called by New England.
There's an easier way to get the gear the pros wear. For the biggest selection of authentic NFL gear from all 32 teams, call 877-NFL-SHOP. Call 877-NFL-SHOP for your free team catalog.
Another reminder, fans, that tomorrow night on 60 Minutes, Ed Bradley, an exclusive interview with Michael Jackson. First time since his arrest he's talked to the press. You'll see that tomorrow night on 60 Minutes. Travis Brown with Sammy Morris and Sam Gash behind him at the 1-yard line. The Patriot fans want a shutout. Brown throwing for the touchdown. Incomplete, intercepted.
Izzo.
Izzo.
And look at the New England bench run out onto the field.
You know, that's what the camaraderie of a winning team and how it builds and how the starters couldn't be happier. They're more jubilant over Izzo's performance than the win itself at the moment.
Well, Dick, it is so hard in the National Football League to hang a goose egg on somebody. And what that means to Romeo Crennel and his defensive unit, it's a goal every season. Can we get a shutout on somebody? And by God, a defensive team will fight to the bitter end to try to get a shutout. They got one here.
7th time this year the New England defense has held their opponents without a touchdown. And now after the interception in the end zone, the kneel down, and it's official. New England Patriots, the AFC Eastern champions. They've earned the bye. They've earned the chance to play all their games from now on, other than the Super Bowl right here in Gillette Stadium.
And Dick, one more time, I think that deserves to be mentioned. 7 times the Patriots defense has limited their opposition to no points or nothing but field goals. 7 times without allowing a touchdown, this defensive unit.
Congratulations to Bill Belichick and best wishes to Greg Williams and his Buffalo Bills. A very disappointing final show, but we wish Williams and the Buffalo Bills well. 31-0 the final. Again, Happy New Year, everyone, from Dan Beardorf, Bonnie Bernstein, Dick Enberg. From the very top, Sean McManus, the president of CBS Sports. We're looking forward to the upcoming playoffs, and we'll see you tomorrow, noon Eastern, NFL Today, and a CBS doubleheader. Congratulations. New England Patriots, 31-0.
What can a toy store